What if you could control time with just a remote? Meet Michael, a man who can. One morning, he's helping his kids, Ben and Samantha, turn on the TV, but he can't seem to find the right remote. The O'Doyles have a fancy universal remote, Ben says. Yeah, well, good for them. Michael heads out for work, but not before enduring his daily harassment from Kevin O'Doyle. My dad's new sound system is Bose.
Your father's stereo blows? That's too bad.
Got him!
At work, we meet his quirky assistant, Alice. Can I go pee? Yeah. She waddles off as Michael heads to a meeting with his boss, John. Michael's architecture plans are being scrutinized by Prince Habibi and his minions. It seems neither Michael nor John can get the name right.
Hubba bubba.
Anyway, Prince Habubu isn't a fan of the fountain. He wants a nice open space for dancing ladies. John makes the necessary adjustments. Perfect. Afterwards, John has a Japanese deal for Michael. And he's got to get to work on it pronto. But I have a camping trip coming up. Can't it wait? Michael, they're Japanese. They can't even wait for their fish to cook. Michael gives in, choosing work over family. Oh, and by the way, we're meeting with Prince Abidi for drinks in a bit. My son's gotta swim me. just kidding. We cut to Michael making a late arrival to Ben's swim meet. Fortunately, he makes it just in time to greet his son. That is not his son.
As far as you know.
The boy's angry parents look on. Okay, there's my son. Nobody falls for Michael's lies. They know he was late. Then, Bill, Ben's swimming coach, pulls up. He gives Ben the type of fatherly attention Michael ought to be giving. Unfortunately, he's too busy taking a call. Several hours later, Michael is still busy on the phone, and we can see that his son is starting to pick up some of his bad habits. Fortunately, Michael's dad makes up for his absence by showing the kids a magic trick. Sometimes, I'm so hungry, I eat this here quarter.
Are you shitting me?
Damn, he's even talking like his dad. Later at night, and back at home, Michael breaks the news to his smoking hot wife, Donna. An argument follows with Michael remarking that no matter what he does, he's disappointing someone. Donna counters, well, you better make sure you're not disappointing the wrong people then. Okay, just let me watch TV. God damn it, I need a universal remote like the stupid O'Doyles. Michael storms off to his car and stuffs his face with Twinkies while searching for a store. Everything's closed, except for Bed Bath & Beyond. He enters the store and makes his way past the various sections. We've got bed, bath, and beyond. Alrighty then. He heads in and finds himself in a long dark corridor. At the end lies a mad scientist named Morty. Universal remote, huh? I got just the thing for you. Morty directs him towards a door before stating, I'm gonna rock your world. We see that the door is labeled way beyond. Inside is a gargantuan warehouse. The pair make their way towards the newer stuff and Morty opens a giant box that contains one item. The remote Michael's been longing for. Morty explains that it isn't even in the system yet, so he'll give it to Michael for free. What's the catch? You want me to take my shirt off or something?
Hey, get out of here.
Morty dismisses his concerns. Good guys just need a break sometimes. Fair enough. Michael returns home and it looks like he's getting sick. This ought to help. Then, he grabs a Twinkie and puts his fancy new remote to good use on the TV. Though, his wife soon comes down to question him. You know, after you get this big promotion you're fighting for, are you finally going to have time for us? Or is it just going to be more of the same? Michael pauses the TV with his remote, but inadvertently pauses time. As Don is frozen in place, Michael is none the wiser. He proceeds to explain that once he's at the top, he'll just hire dummies to do his work, just like his boss is doing with him now. He impauses time and Donna says, just think about it, before walking off. Afterwards, Michael gets to work, but his dog, Sundance, is acting up. In a fit of rage, he grabs the remote and tries to lower the dog's volume. To his shock, it works. I think the cough syrup's kicking in. He takes Sundance outside to do his business, but Michael quickly grows impatient. If only I could... Oh shit, I can. The next morning, we meet Donna's friend Janine. She reflects on Michael and Donna's loving relationship before Michael says, well, you could have had this too if you didn't do what you did with your 3 different husbands. Janine starts wilding out, and Michael whips out the handy-dandy mute function on the remote. Oh wow, he can even watch TV while pretending to give Janine his attention. After the morning mayhem, Michael heads out. Kevin O'Doyle's once again flexing his drip. This time, it's a cool robot dog. This thing is more expensive than your car.
Not anymore, it ain't.
Michael pays a visit to Morty and reveals that he knows what's going on. Okay, you got me. I'm on a prank TV show. Have your laughs. I think that's probably the last conclusion I would come to. Morty promptly corrects Michael. No, this is very much real. Here, just go ahead and hit the menu button. Cool. Turns out, he can use his menu to jump around his memories. We take a trip back to when Michael went camping with his family. We catch a glimpse of his child self inviting the other kids over for food, but they all go with another kid whose family has a fancy RV. Michael eats with his family and his dad unveils the quarter trick for the very first time. Though, Michael knew from the first instant that it was just a trick coin. For his dad's sake, he never told him. Alright, let's wrap this up, Morty says. The pair exit the menu and Michael asks who exactly Morty is. You know who I am. Morty leaves him with the business card and Michael goes on his way. We cut to John. I'm not sure what's going on here. Michael stops by and learns that John's got another big project for him. If he can reel this one in, then it's...
Howdy, partner.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, bad news comes through on the intercom. John's gal just checked into rehab. Looks like he's gonna be alone on his trip to the Hamptons this weekend. However, Michael has just a solution. Oh, I got just the gal for you. Her name's Janine. Let's just say she'll eat you right up. Heh boy. Suddenly, Alice barges in with an important inquiry.
Go to the bathroom.
Okay. Michael heads home and finds Ben playing catch with the very rude Kevin. Alrighty, let's just stop time, move your hand down, and... Upon entering his home, Michael finds Donna on the phone with his parents. They want to come over for dinner. He signals to her that he's too busy, but she tells him to come anyway. Man, how am I gonna get all this work done? If only I could. Michael skips through the dinner, and we find Ben stuffing his face, and then Sundance stuffing the duck. Ah, the signature look of superiority. Michael keeps skipping until he's downstairs working. Donna comes down and shows the aftermath of Sundance's rampage. Then she asks for a favor. Can you look after the kids while I clean up? I can. I'm busy. An argument erupts, and Michael quickly looks for the easy way out. Whoa, I just skipped an entire argument. He checks up on her and finds her in an apologetic mood. They make up. Then the mood strikes. But only for Michael. Donna suggests he give her a massage to warm her up, but he's awfully lazy. Actually, you know what? Huh? I didn't want the whole thing to go that fast. After that 3-minute exercise, Donna's left unsatisfied. A concerned Michael heads out and makes a late night call to Morty. Whoa, how'd you get here so fast?
You don't want to know.
The pair chat outside about the remote's fast-forwarding functionality. Morty explains that while he's skipping through time, his body is left in autopilot. He's not exactly the life of the party, but he's there. They finish their walk, and the sniffles hit. Michael clears his nose, then realizes, hey, I can just skip this. He wakes up sometime later to find his sinuses clear as ever. Whoa, I just skipped an entire weekend of working. Time to get ready for work. Bam, I'm showered, I'm dressed, I'm feeling good. Daddy, chill. Michael drives to work and encounters a rather flamboyant singing man. Considering all the traffic, his next move comes with ease. Fast forward. Hold up, let's hit the slow-mo real quick. Heck yeah, my dudes. Next up, let's see if we can work on our town real quick. Wait, no, that's screen. Okay, there we go. Michael heads inside and speaks with John. Did you finish? Yeah, I guess. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, look at that. I even put a river in the lobby. Good job, me. John proceeds to give a meeting about harassment in the workplace, of which he admits he's quite guilty of. Michael has some fun with the various settings, turning John into a heckin' wide boy. Later at night, we find John and Michael meeting with the Japanese property managers. They excuse themselves, and after John mistakenly says he wants to eat their national heroes. Oh crap, I thought Ichiro and Matsuo were items on the menu. Honest mistake. Then, Michael eavesdrops on their conversation and uses the remote to switch the language to English. These stupid Americans with their dumb designs. All we want is to maximize profits. Let's get out of here and enjoy America's crowning cultural achievement. Okay. They return back to the table and Michael echoes their thoughts. He tears away his plans and says, now that I got to know you guys, I know what you want. Let's build more rooms, maximize profits, and then hit up the TGI Fridays. John looks on with utter shock. However,
That's what I'm talking about.
having just made partner, an elated Michael returns home with presents galore. The kids flex a new drip in front of Kevin, while Donna enjoys hers inside. I knew something good would happen today. I heard her song playing on the radio this morning. Our song. Yeah. Michael has forgotten. Before Donna figures that out, he pauses time and rewinds back to their first kiss. As the song in question plays in the background, the soon-to-be couple passes notes to each other. Will you still love me in the morning? Forever and ever, babe. And with that, they seal the deal. Back in the present, Michael and Donna embrace. I love you. The next day, he heads back to work and receives some awful news. He's not actually partner yet. John says he'll get it after he finishes all the plans for the deal. To say the least, Michael does not take it well. He pauses time and then...
Wow, I just got a big headache.
Later at night, and as the storm rages on, Michael meets with Morty. He contemplates using the remote to fast forward to when he finally gets the promotion. We're talking about a couple months here. Why not? Morty counters with a reference to the Lucky Charms leprechaun. He spends all day chasing that pot of gold, but when he finally reaches it, it's just cornflakes. What? The point doesn't really resonate with Michael, and you can guess what happens next. And here we are, at the promotion. Oh wow, looks like Don is dating Janine. Heh, wonder how long that'll last. Michael congratulates the pair, though secretly wonders how long John has left before Janine fools around with his brother. Shockingly, John reveals that time has already passed, and they got over that little speed bump. Now, they've been together for a year. Wait, a year? It took you a whole year to promote me? Michael walks off, wondering what else he missed. Then, his assistant, Kristen, walks up. Who are you? Where's Alice? She prefers to go by Alan now, remember? What?
No.
Sometime later, we find Michael at couples therapy with Donna. He tries to explain that he was on autopilot and an argument ensues. Suddenly, the remote auto fast forwards. Now, he's at home having dinner with his kids. He notices they've grown and expresses how much he's missed them. You guys want to watch Dragon Tales?
I want to watch CSI.
Well, they've certainly grown up. Then, Michael spots a new dog. What happened to Sundance? Donna breaks the news and he breaks out into tears. She figures he just had it bottled up so long and is finally letting it hit him. Later at night, a distressed Michael gives Morty a call. Michael composes himself, then Morty explains that the remote has adapted itself to his preferences, fast forwarding in line with his previously recorded behavior. Michael attempts to get rid of the remote, but no matter what he does, it ends up back in his hands. The next morning, Michael tries to avoid skipping time by avoiding all the activities that might trigger the remote, such as showering, getting dressed, and driving. He ends up biking to work where he meets a John, who's pretty shook about his choice in attire. The first day after you make partner and you're dressed like that? Yeah, who cares who has the better suit? Let's all just focus on what really matters, the work. You're out of your mind, and I love it.
Life-changing.
John proceeds to share that he's looking to retire in Morocco with Janine. He wants Michael to take over. Wait, no. And just like that, the remote kicks in, fast forwarding him 10 more years into the future. He emerges from bed and finds that he's ballooned to the size of a whale. He has the remote take him home where he sees that his son Ben is all grown up. Like, really grown up. Michael makes note of his size and Ben storms off while blaming his father. Then, Samantha comes downstairs and she too is grown. Michael finds Donna before Bill pulls up and smooches her. Michael is shook. In a fit of rage, he grabs Bill, but Donna breaks it up. As she shouts at him, the remote begins to beep. But Michael pauses time before it can skip. Morty appears and states that Michael did this to himself, but it's not too late to change. This inspires Michael to write down a note, but not before. He unpauses time, but before he can give it to her. 6 years later, he awakens in a hospital bed with Donna by his side. Turns out, after the incident with the dog, a CAT scan revealed Michael had cancer. He also had a heart attack, which is no surprise since he was actually the first person to gain weight during chemo. Looks like the remote skipped all of that. Michael leaves the bed to find all his dreams have come true. Oh look, there's Ben. He's skinny and working at Michael's company. He asks how he lost the weight, and Ben reveals that he's been working out 3 times a week with Bill. Oh, right. Michael suggests a family get-together. We could even bring your grandparents. Ben's expression shifts to seriousness. He sits his father down and hands him a glass of water before breaking the news. Grandpa passed away, Dad. Michael bursts into tears and Ben comforts him. Then, he leaves to visit his father's grave and desperately tries to go back to his final moments. Morty appears and lets him know that he can't go there because he missed it. Instead, Michael goes back to the last time he saw his father. We see him in his office ignoring Ben before his dad walks in. He suggests a night with the boys, him, Ben, and Michael. Though, Michael is all work and no play. Oh, come on, son. I'll show you how the coin trick works if you hang out with us. I've always known how the stupid coin trick works, Dad. Now get out, I'm working. The present-day Michael looks on with disgust at his actions, while his father walks off, holding back tears. Back to the graveyard, Morty reveals his true form. He's an angel of death. Michael charges after him, though quickly realizes he's no match for a supernatural being. Who'da thunk it? He cowers in fear and begs the remote to take him somewhere pleasant. We find ourselves at a wedding sometime in the future. Michael is brought up to give a speech and we see Ben with his groom. His dad is gone, but at least his mother is still well. They chat and she pesters Michael for letting Donna go. After all these years, she's still just as beautiful. As fate would have it, their song comes on. For the sake of old times, Donna and Michael dance. They enjoy the moment before Michael spots Samantha, and boy, she's grown. What happens next forever seals Michael's fate.
I raised you there, Dad.
Dad? With those words, Michael collapses. He has a heart attack and awakens a few hours later. Ben and Samantha are looking over him. Ben mentions he's gotta leave soon, to which Michael responds, "Oh, you got the honeymoon, huh?" No, Dad, actually I had to postpone that. I gotta do some damage control for the business." Michael tries to talk him out of it, but Ben assures him that his girl understands that work is more important. To his dismay, Ben walks out. Not wanting his son to live out his same mistakes, Michael emerges from bed, ripping out everything attached to him in the process. He makes a sneaky beaky escape. Then, Morty appears and reminds him that those machines were keeping him alive. "I gotta talk to my boy." Michael stumbles out of the hospital, but his kids are nearly gone. He runs after them in the pouring rain before collapsing. Ben notices and along with everyone else, rushes to his side. In Michael's final moments, he reminds Ben that family is everything. He gives his best wishes to Bill. Wait, no, that's not, okay, that's better. Then, he hands Donna the note he wrote several years prior. It reads, "Will you still love me in the morning?" A tear runs down her face as she replies, "Forever and ever, babe." "Yes," I cried. Michael fades into the forever night, surrounded by his loving family. Just kidding? Michael is rudely awakened in the Bed Bath & Beyond by one of the workers. "You're not actually supposed to sleep on the beds, you know." Filled with joy at his second chance at life, Michael lifts the man up before we cut back to his home. He wakes up his whole family, then pretends to work while his angry wife comes down. "Don't you see I'm busy, Donna? I gotta keep working to come up with ideas for all our activities on the camping trip." It takes Donna a second, but she soon realizes what Michael just said. The kids come down and he shares the good news as Donna looks on with joy. As the film ends, Morty tests Michael one last time, leaving the remote on his kitchen counter. And into the trash you go. And James, I know you're watching this video. Leave a like and a comment. Also, if you guys want to watch the movie, check the link in the description.